Ready to go with the second All-Star Dash race. We have 19 drivers in this one. 23 signed up, apparently 23. But yeah, gonna start the timer now. I got a lot of people in my ears. I don't know how many's on do not allow and how many are on allow, but I think there's like 6 people, 6 people in this chat.
Something like that.
Yeah, I got Keystone who's gonna be starting on the pole. I got a Batman. I got a Matthew Ice. I got a Jamie. And I got, who else do I have? Is that everyone? Oh, Dirt Dog. Dirt Dog. I said Jamie.
By the way, for the fans that couldn't hear, Matt said he loves that name, by the way.
Yeah, he said Matthew.
He said for y'all to keep calling him that.
Matthew Ice is his favorite name.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Yep.
Alright guys, listen, I'm going to go ahead and back out of here already. Let me know when I can accept one of my 95 invites.
Alright.
3 seconds.
So, to those of you that don't know, last night we had a run. 5 cars advanced. We had Titans, Guardian, Rockstar, some other people advanced. Boy, I'm not doing good at this whole being professional stuff. Why is only 18 in here? Somebody leave after I left?
I have no idea.
Oh, Dank Booty and Spanker were the other 2 that advanced last night. And tonight we're going to have 5 more, making a total of 19 drivers. And then over the week we will have a fan vote, drivers and fans alike voting on the other driver they want to see in the race for next Tuesday. Then starting tomorrow night and Thursday, we have the custom series doing the same track, same high draft, same qualification standards as we have. Anybody and their mother basically can join. That's how we got a Jamie tonight. But yeah, and then top 5 from each of those races will advance, and then a fan vote.
I'm looking for Doug Butler. I mean, he showed speed last night, even though he was a lap down. So he's starting 14th. So it's interesting to see if he's going to be able to make his way up here.
Yeah, you know, Delgado did run really well last night, but he also made a lot of enemies towards the end of the race as he started just kind of pushing and shoving, not the lead cars, but the other people, just kind of causing some damage to their vehicles and yada yada yada. So. Alright, in the lead we have Keystone. Gonna go through the field so you can see who's what. Keystone in the lead, Justin Shackett, P2 there, getting passed by the 8 of SMK Sludge. He is one of our Cup Series custom, actually he was our custom Cup Series regular season champion in that number 8. We have the 310 Titan for life. James Snow started 6th, is 18th. Warpig in the 36, Harvick is already lagged out. Matthew Ice in the 40. Story Square, Batman Pew Pew in the 11, Dirt Dog in the 62, Memory Delgado here in a custom car. Last night he was in the 47, so gonna have to pay attention to that. Still 47, but a custom scheme. OG Gamer Guy.
I got it away just in time.
Lane 03, Jamie here in this ugly blue car. Brian SP in the 34, rubbing him in the 1, and that's the whole field. Our race leader now is SMK Sludge. Going to give a back view, and that's what he's seeing in his rear view right now, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently there was lag from somebody. Or Dirt Dog was just yelling for nothing. Not sure. Who? Nobody wanted to answer me there? Who lagged?
I have no idea.
Hoping that Matthew Ice is on Do Not Allow. Not sure.
Yeah, he is.
Guessing so. So let's see. We have
Kyle Busch.
Sludge, Shackett, 10 Titan, and Warpig battling for the top spot right now.
I was thinking Warpig would make his way up to the front.
I think it's Story Square's been lagging. He's lagging right now.
Story Square's got some bad lag. No bueno. Let's see if I can contact him via the PlayStation.
Well, if he has his notifications turned off, he ain't gonna get it.
Right, and then in which case...
He's cleared up a little bit now.
Okay. I take it all back. You know, even having lag in something like this, right? Like, you just got to finish top 5. So, realistically, you know, you want to be fair, get out of the way a little bit. As long as you can stay in contention in that lead pack, you still have a chance at advancing here tonight. So, realistically, it's not going to hurt him too bad right now. As long as he doesn't take out all the other drivers.
Hello, Memory. How you doing? Definitely a better start than last night's race.
No, last night there was a big wreck right out the gate. Hello, I'm a broadcaster. Who doesn't like seeing big wrecks? But there's, I mean, there is like 15. I mean, there's like 15 people still in this lead pack, right? Like, this is still a phenomenal race. And side-by-side action from second on back. We did see last night, a lot of racing like this, though, can let one driver take off. As that's what happened with Mopower Titan at the end of the race. But our top 5 as it sits is Sludge, 10 Titan. We have Lane in position number 3, Justin Shackett, Warpig, and Memory battling for that final transfer spot with the 47 of Delgatro. Right there, rounding that out. And then I believe that's a Keystone, trying to get to the outside of Warpig right now. We've seen him running the outside all of last night. Didn't really pan out very well for him as he finished 7th out of the top 6 cars that he was in. Got 7th.
Well, guess what position I'm in right now?
We're starting to see 3, 4, and 5 wide on the front stretch. If you don't like that, you don't like racing. Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Who's that red and yellow car? Oh, God. Okay, Jamie, your paint scheme is better than somebody else's. This 40 car has everything but the golden arches for McDonald's on it. As he's racing Warpig right now, side by side with Story Square, the guy that we had heard was lagging earlier. 36 Warpig gets loose on the exit of 4, comes back up across the track, does not take anyone out. I don't know who that 24 car is either. Oh, OG Gamer guy. One of our Xfinity regulars now for both sliders and customs, trying to make his way into the All-Star event. 40 of Matthew Ice drifts up the track in front of everybody. No harm, no foul. Everybody's going to hold on to it. And again, guys, this is on high draft for you, those of you at home that don't know what that means. These cars, this Auto Club, the closer you are to somebody, the faster you're going to go. We tend to run low draft here at GC Sports. It makes it more of a driver's duel. Here at this high draft track, we decided let's tune it up and keep all the cars really, really close to each other, banging off each other for the All-Star event. And so that's what we're doing here today, and that's why you see so many cars still in contention early on here at the qualifying dash number 2 for the All-Star event. What do you guys like, 6 laps in?
9. Well,
9 laps. 9 of 22 laps to the tank, 50-lap race. These guys do have to pit twice here tonight. There are no black flags, I believe. I didn't turn them on. I may have. We'll find out once somebody goes to pit road. But should not have black flags, which means these guys are going to go 200 miles an hour down pit road. I say that, probably half the field is going to forget that fact and lock the brakes, get car ramrodded, and yeah, we did see that happen last night. That's actually what cost Lane his opportunity to make it. The one car of Spenker locked the brakes to make it down the pit road speed limit, and the 60 car ramrodding him in the rear end and spun out. Side by, we have a battle for the lead up here, so let's ride along with the back of the pack. Jamie is riding back here with James SP. Alright, that's enough of him. Gonna get back to the race leaders. Whoa. I don't know what happened. I seen contact, seen a 36 car go, well, he saved it, so not flying.
Yeah, Memory and Delgatro got together a little bit, made contact with Warpig coming out of turn 4.
I seen this a little bit last night, and I'm not sure, I don't understand the concept. Top 5 guys, if you're in a top 5 spot, you're in a qualifying spot to make next week's race, right? Next week, if I was in the show, I'm battling for every position. I don't care if it's 25th. I'm going to run for it every lap as hard as I can, right? Tonight here in the dash, if I'm in a top 4 spot, I'm not going side by side. I'm going to try to just work with the other 3 in front of me, right, and take off. If I'm in 5th, maybe try to pick up a spot. But seeing the top 5 keep battling over and over does nothing but keep the rest of the field with them. So it's a really bold move, Cotton. Which one of y'all is on always off?
That is always off.
No, I don't want to know who's always off. I want to know who's always on.
I am.
So, how's the... Gonna run it down here for quick check with one of our drivers, Keystone. How is it down there on track? Is the racing pretty clean?
I mean, it's a little bit, a little bit hectic. It's not too bad. Well, obviously we didn't have the big wreck, that we did, the first 2 laps of last night, but the battling is just as intense. So I mean, yeah, having fun.
I see you're running in your favorite position, 7th. Do you think you could improve on that maybe slightly by the end of this race, or fighting for everything you got? Gotcha.
I'm gonna do my best.
Batman, you got your voice on always loud? All right, Jamie. Good talk. Dirt Dog. Also good talk. All right, so we're only going to be hearing from Keystone this race.
Oh.
Warpig caught the apron, drifted up into the side of Keystone, that number 95 Toyota. Going to allow... Who is that got underneath you guys?
There's their dog. James Snow just took out Brian at speed.
Hey, is that the same James Snow I know?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh God!
Wait a minute.
He's been beating my door off.
Wait a minute. So, Dirt Dog and Jamie, you're both going to talk to everyone else in here except for me? Rude.
Well, I had my mic muted because I was on the phone. I didn't. I'm on always, by the way.
Oh, so now everyone can hear you.
Yeah.
Great. I guess it's good that you muted your... Oh, Batman's flying into a wall. So is the 40. Matthew Ice and Batman both in the wall. No bueno. The leaders, top 5, have taken away from the rest of the field, okay? But I'm still seeing battling. I don't understand. We're getting ready for our first pit stops. That could change everything. I know if I'm that second pack of 4 cars there, wink wink to anybody in that pack of 4, instead of going 22 laps, I might try to go 20 laps, come down to pit road, all 4 cars together, giving you the advantage of those 4 tires maybe for a lap or 2. But it's hard without communication, because to get all 4 to pit at the same time is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, because there's that pack of 4, there's only 1 car in that pack of 4 that has communication ability that I know sitting right here winking right back at you.
Well, I mean, if they all had broadcast on, they'd all hear me say so. Oh, somebody just left. I just lost one of the cars. That is now a pack of 3. Is that accurate, Keystone?
Swear just caught back there. He's lagging a little bit. Oh, I'm afraid to be behind him.
Okay, see, I don't have Story Square on the track anymore. I have him gone. Bye-bye.
He's in front of me still.
Awesome. So we got that amazing, epic lag in this game for broadcast view, where you can't see all the drivers on the track, because why would you need to see everybody? Battle for the lead up front. We have the 60th lane. He is on the outside of 10 Titan, trying to get past him. He has help from Justin Shackett. Memory now taking P4 as Sludge goes from P1 to P5. Hopefully he's not trying to save fuel, because remember, we can't. Also, Sludge, notorious for not saving fuel when everybody else does. This is pretty cool, though, if you are Sludge. He doesn't really get to drive with 10 Titan very often. Those guys are part... Oh, hold on just a second, guys. Is that better?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so SMK Sludge started the season out as just a custom cup driver for the Rum Runners race team here at GC Sports, running with 10 Titan for Life, who is one of the Cringe guys in the Cup Series. They haven't really raced a whole lot, but they are teammates, work on setups and such throughout the season. So interesting to see them up there, as they are the only teammates of everybody up in the top 5. You have an Xfinity driver with Lane. You have Justin Shackett, who is a captain of his own team, runs, I don't even know what he runs anymore. But then we also have Memory, who's a part of Showtime, which is the leading team in team points of our 12 teams. They are the top team. So watch that number 88 machine to take a stab at the win, as his teammate did win last night with No Power Titans.
Y'all are like...
We got Rub on him and OG Gamer Guy on pit road. Do you still have Story Square in front of you, Keystone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I don't see him. I could always back out and usually that a lot. I do see, it looks like you three are possibly catching or at least staying even with that lead pack.
Barely even into it.
Running with Delgatro in that 47 car, who Keystone spoke highly of as one of the top runners from last night, even though he's a lap down. He did run up front with those guys. I like Shackett's car. His numbers on the side of the car, it's 00, but it makes it look like it's like that Infinity.
That's cool. I like the way he did that too.
Yeah, it makes it look like the Infinity logo, right?
Yep. That's what I thought it was at first. I'm sitting here thinking, how did he get a sideways 8 on his car? It's cool. And
Yeah.
then I realized what he did.
Yeah, that or, I mean, maybe he took all numbers off of it and did like the weird design. I don't know. I got no idea. Thinking something's wrong too. Alright, so still a top 5 pack here, taking off from everybody else. Gonna scroll through, see if we got some more racing. James Snow racing Brian coming off pit road. James Snow goes immediately back on the track, which we don't do here at GC Sports, but he doesn't care. In that number 4 machine. Warpig, Harvick who lagged out. Matthew Ice still running with Batman.
We'll take C50.
Yeah, against Story Square on pit road, but he's not actually on pit road, he's still on the track. It's like Jamie is coming to pit road in that 3 car.
Yeah, I got pushed into the pit road.
Who's that spinning on pit road?
Jamie. He's in pit road now. I wasn't
I
spinning.
have Keystone, let me know. I have Delgatro on pit road right now. No motion in his car.
Delgatro, me, Shackett, there's a few of us.
No, you're not catching what I'm
Jamie's
saying.
down there right now.
I have no motion in his car, which signifies to me that he has lagged out of the race.
No, I mean, we're all, I don't know. No, I mean, he's, we're moving now. No, he's in front of me.
Okay. You know how that is on the broadcast view, right? Usually they glitch a little bit left and right when they're just doing a pit stop. His car wasn't moving at all. That's why I was asking. Actually, I don't see him in front of you.
He is. He's right in front of me.
I see Shackett right in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, Shackett's in front of me. Yeah. My bad.
I was asking about Delgatro.
I don't know.
Delgatro is still on pit road on my end.
Then
He was the 47 custom paint scheme car. He was running right with Keystone, right? Like a
He
Story
pitted
Square,
with me,
Keystone.
so-
Yeah, that's what I was asking, right? I figured you guys pit together or something, right? He must have just accidentally
we
backed out
put
or
it
something.
together. So
This is going to pan out for Keystone. Looks like he's going to be able to catch this lead pack at least close enough, I believe, to be able to catch the draft by doing what we talked about, that slightly. Looks like the Rum Runner team of Sludge and 10 Titan should be your top 2 when the pit cycle is completely over. Is that accurate?
yes.
Okay, listen, I'm bored. I want to get loud. So let's hear some cars go vroom vroom. I'm gonna start riding along with Matthew Ice.
If I can get you.
Alright, we went around with everybody on the old Giggity Get Loud there. Guess now I gotta talk again. Or take a sip of my beer. I choose the latter.
Halfway to 4.
Okay, just heard we're 25 laps into a 50 lap race. Seems as though you guys pit before lap 22.
Yeah, I put in one lap early.
You pit on lap 21, or coming to lap 21? Okay. So, you gotta figure these guys are gonna have about 8 to 10 laps when they make their final pit stop, which is intriguing because last night there was only about a 6 lap difference when the leaders made their final stop. So, will we see a 2 tire stop? Will we see a 4 tire stop? Will we see a no tire stop and just fuel only? That's really going to be what makes or breaks it if you're one of those top drivers. Top looks like still 6 if you include Keystone, who's a little out of it. He's going to have to do something to make up some ground on these other drivers. The problem is, what do you do? He was sitting in the same predicament last night, and what he did didn't work. So what are you going to do this time?
Obviously something different.
Now, we do have cars all over the track, right? So, you know, Keystone, I know you have your voice on Always Loud, so I guess it's more of a conversation piece than anything, but there is always the option of, once you get within 20 laps to go, maybe don't push your car to the end, maybe pit slightly early and try to come out, catch somebody else's drive so you're not riding all by yourself back there. But that's kind of one of those to each their own type deals.
Okay. And, you know, if I let me, you know, 3/4 of a straightaway ahead of whoever's behind me.
Right, no, that's kind of where I'm getting at, right? Like, so if you were to pit and say you did a pit only, right, you might actually come out with the leaders, be running the same lap time as them, and then when they pit, maybe a mistake happens or something, but you had the draft the whole time type of deal. Again, to each their own, that's just strategy type calls. We're seeing a pack of 4 here with Rubnum, OG Gamer Guy, Matthew Ice, and Batman Pew Pew. We have Shackett, Memory, Lane, battle for 3rd. Race for the lead. I expect neither one of these two to try to make a move at all. Maybe on the last lap, 10 Titan tries to go around his teammate, but realistically, there's no reason to. They're both in a qualifying spot. The winning this race means absolutely nothing other than the bragging rights in comparison, you know, to the top 5. Everybody advances. So James Snow back here with the Dirty Dog and Brian. Warpig all by his lonesome. Harvick out of the race. There's Matty Ice's McDonald's car. Apparently it's their 40th anniversary or something via the number on the side. I don't know. Batman in the actual Denny Hamlin number 11. I really like your concept of your custom paint scheme that you told me you were going to run tonight, Batman. It looks a lot like the Denny Hamlin. What a throwback.
He's going to throw it back to Denny Hamlin.
Honestly, I'm going to ride with that little pack. At least they're racing. Matthew Ice gets up into the side of Batman. Oh, we got somebody talking out there. Yeah, Rockstar out there in YouTube land said, top 5 breakaway, tough break for 6th place. It's funny, right, Rockstar, because last night when you guys started breaking away, it was the same guy in 6th, and then he ended up finishing 7th. So he knows this feeling all too well right now. No offense, Keystone. Oh, is Story still out there, actually? Is Story Square still on the track?
Yes, he is still in there. He's up in the top 6 right now.
Oh, so he's in 6th. You're in 7th.
Yes.
Okay. Is he with the lead pack?
Yes, he is. He was in 6th.
Yeah, I know that, but like, is he
Yes.
with them?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and take a new invite and see if I can get his call.
Titans, and then you've got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th right there. I'd say probably a half a second behind them to a second behind them. So they're definitely reeling in sludge in Tennessee. So this looks like it's probably about to get interesting for a
right. I
broadcast
just left that race, guys. I'm gonna get right back into it. I have 91 invites remaining, so I'm gonna get back in there so we can see if Story Square's car is on track, so I can at least see the action going on for that final transfer position.
I still have a little bit of a point of view from the leaders. Like I said, they're definitely closing that gap, 3rd through 6th. They are literally within a sniff of Tennessee's bumper now, so let's see if they all decide to stay in line and be nice, or if they have other plans. I'm going to let them say probably option B, but
I mean, I'll be honest. Until that pit stop, there's no reason to really be too awfully racy, right? Like, at the end of the day, you just want to make sure you're in contention. Once you get that final pit stop, I'm wrecking my grandma to get in the top 5.
Yeah, I think that's probably where I messed up last night and then again tonight. A little bit too conservative, just trying to make sure I stayed and ended up getting too far back.
Alright, so I do see Story Square on the track now. The top 6 are all together. Justin Check now going to the inside of 10 Titan. This is the battle for position number 2. We have Lane, Memory, and Story Square. Apparently 8th place just wrecked. We don't know who that was right offhand. I'm watching this battle for the lead. Trying not to be NBC Sports Network where I watch the battle for the lead and then go to commercials, although I did just do that by blue screening. I don't know if I'm allowed to call them out on air like that. This might get taken down and whatever, but it's still fun.
16 to go.
16 laps remaining. Battle for third is on. Justin Check, it gets tight, gets up into the 88. Here comes Lane to go down on the bottom. He's going to make it 3 wide as they go down the backstretch. Thinks better of it. They're 2x2. P3, P4, P5, and P6 as the rum runners. The 3 and the 8 are still looking strong out front, but these other 4 are there in contention. 6 cars under a blanket. Only 5 will advance to next Tuesday's race. Which 5 will it be? And will it be any of these 5, or will they all wreck themselves with this tight racing? Keystone hoping it's the latter of that as he's back there in P7. Literally the only other car you can see on the screen here in this view as these 6 get going. You can only see the 95 back there in the background, and that depends on how much the screen shows me in the back, as he's looks like about a full straightaway behind these guys.
Yeah, 5 seconds back.
Justin Shackett looking to the inside of 10 Titan. This is for position number 2. If I am any of these other 4 drivers, you have to get up there and you have to break up the rum runners, the 3, the 8, the RCR team cars. You need to break them up if you have a chance at winning the race. But at the same time, like I said, Memory, Shackett, those guys sitting slightly comfortable. They are in the top 4. You only need to finish in the top 5. The 2 in danger right now, Story Square and Lane, both are 2 Xfinity drivers that are up here in the top looking in contention to advance. Memory goes to the outside, gets position number 2 as they go into turns 3 and 4. Shackett was working with him, thinks better of it, dropped back down to the bottom in front of Lane. Now he goes back to the top side to work with Memory. Do they get the run on the exit? It does not look like they're going to, as Sludge goes down to help his teammate on the bottom line. On the apron, we have the RCR cars with Lane on the top side. We have Memory, Shackett, and Story Square side by side, 3 rows deep as they go into turn number 1. Through the middle of the stretch, Sludge has a slight advantage. He's going to come up, almost take the nose off the 88. Boy, if that doesn't make you mad if you're the 88 car, I don't know what will. That was like an inch from taking his nose off and stuffing him in the wall. But they're still going straight. The 8 car, however, did leave his teammate, the 3 of 10 Titan. And it shows as 10 Titan has now fallen all the way back to 5th place as Lane and Story Square are going around him currently on the outside. Going down the front stretch, Memory, Sludge side by side yet again. That 88 car gets one heck of a run on the outside coming off turn 4. Just has a little bit more in the car there than Sludge seems to on the exit. As they get ready to come off turn 2, Sludge will not be clear this time, so he's going to have to hold the bottom row, but he comes up anyways. Almost makes contact, but they're still 2x2 through 3 rows deep. 6 cars under a blanket as we should be coming down to about 10 laps to go here.
They're taking 11 to go this time, Bob.
So that was pretty close.
Yep.
Lane comes up slightly, gets into the side of that Infinity car of Justin Checkett. Oh, I switched over to Keystone. I don't want to ride with you. You got no action around you.
Nope.
You're gonna ride with the 3 at 10 Titan. Rockstar out there on YouTube said, you don't want to be in 6th entering the pits. You may lose draft on exit. I don't disagree with that. The positive is being in 6th, you can use that draft and possibly get side by side with the guy in 5th. I don't know if I want to be in this pack with 6 cars. It's almost a given that coming to the line, one of these guys is going to be stuffed in the wall if they're racing this close on the final lap. 88 in the wall. As I speak of it, Memory goes up into the wall. Sorry, I did not jinx him. Nobody hit him. He just did it himself. a new battle for the race lead as Lane 03 in that number 60 machine goes to the inside of Sludge, unable to make the pass, as I see Shackett and Story Square signaling to pit. Going to be coming to 9 to go for the rest of the race leaders here. Those 4 drivers stay out on track. Shackett and Story Square on pit road now. Sludge comes up again and gets into the 88 car as they go down the straightaway. Keystone Cowboy coming back onto pit road, or onto the track now after pitting. 1 lap down for him, but he will get that lap back when these guys pit. Keystone, did you take 4 tires again?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Obviously, like I said, it didn't work last night, so I wasn't going to do the same thing.
Well, that's kind of what I was asking, right? I'm like, silly Keystone. I see a couple drivers, the 8, the 3, and the 60. Oh, this is going to hurt the 88. Okay, so we have 3 of the race leaders come to pit road. 2 came the lap prior. That's going to leave the 88 out here on the oldest tires going the slowest, but that also means he has no draft for this 1 lap. So this is going to be his slowest lap of the race, which could be considerably slower than everybody else that's already had draft. The 4 of James Snow going through the grass as Memory's trying to lap him, but it looks like Memory's going to be pitting this time by. So let's see if I can find Shackett. Ooh, Story Square is in front of Shackett. Boom, boom, boom. Should be coming to 7 to go for these guys. Are you actually in front of those guys? Story Square and Shackett?
Yes.
I see you on, like, but position-wise, you're in front of them also, yeah?
Yes, I'm in 5th.
You're in 5th. Oh, okay, not everybody.
I'm thinking they took 4 tires, though.
Well, they're also drafting, right? So they'd be catching you pretty quick. Oh, actually, just the fact that the other 3 cars are not near them at all. I have the 8, the 3, and the 60. I don't see the 88. I see you guys back there, way back there.
Shackett, they're both ghosted on my screen.
Who's ghosted?
Story and Shackett both.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You can't even draft with them then.
I'm up high, Dad. Coming hard.
Did you just say dad? That's not probably your dad, that's Memory. Memory is he a race leader, I'm guessing?
Yes.
88 car is Memory. If that's what it said on your bill. Okay.
Well,
Dirt Dog.
if the top 5 are smart, they're going to stay away from each other.
I mean, there's a pretty big gap between all the top 5 right now, so I don't see...
well, except for...
Shackett and Story, right?
Yeah. And I'm hoping they wreck.
Well, I mean, and realistically, they're going to have to. That's the battle for 5th. They're not wreck. They're not going to have to wreck, but they're going to have to race each other pretty hard. Top 4 don't really have to do anything, but Story Square and Shackett, this is the final qualifying spot. So we're going to ride along with those guys. Keystone, as he said, kind of hoping something happens between them, but even if contact's made and one of them goes flying, that would be the 6th place car that goes flying.
That's why I'm hoping they both go flying.
What's that, 5 to go?
Yep, 5 to go.
Okay, let me catch back on with Memory until we get to about 2 to go. Actually, the battle for 2nd is heating up. Sludge.
Yeah, I'm thinking Story and Shackett both took 4 tires as far back as they got behind everybody, and they pitted before
everybody. Yeah, they should have been out here with these guys. But interesting enough, your battle for 2nd heating up as Lane. They're 3 wide for P2. Lane, Sludge, 10 Titan. These guys are racing hard. I don't know why, but I guess to each their own. I think the 3 and the 8 actually just let the 60 go. The 60 wanted race. These guys said, well, that's why you're Xfinity and we're Cup. We know the difference. We're already in an advancing spot. So go on ahead, little buddy. That position means nothing. I mean, I don't understand racing that hard when you have a 4-second lead over 5th. But, I mean, to each their own. Okay. Coming to 3 to go this time by. The 88 of Memory has a pretty good lead over all these guys. Kind of seen the same thing last night. The Hendrick cars had no speed until the final pit stop, and then all of a sudden they were really fast. Nobody could touch them. 88's pulling away from 3 cars that are drafting. Coming to 2 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and ride along with Justin Shackett and Story Square, as this should be your transfer position, barring that 3-car battle for second. Barring they don't take each other out, this should be your battle for the final qualifying position.
Grass.
What? You seen what?
I seen grass. It's getting racy between them two.
1.5 lap. Story Square Xfinity driver sitting in 6th. Justin Shackett, not only a Cup driver but a team captain, sitting in P5. Who will be that advancing? We had one Xfinity driver advance last night with Rockstar. Looking like Lane is a shoe-in to advance, but can Story Square make 3 Xfinity drivers in the All-Star event next week, as we're coming to 1 lap to go right now? Story Square is looking high. Justin Shackett's going to block the lane. Justin Shackett going to the inside as they go into turns 1 and 2. Story Square still on the outside. Can he get a run as they come off turn number 2? Looking like he's going to try to do the suck up right here. Going to look high. Shackett's blocking the bottom. Story Square goes low. Story Square goes back to the top side. They're side by side down the backstretch. Ford versus Chevy. Justin Shackett does not even go to the bottom. He runs the second groove, so Story Square can't get to the bottom. Story gets onto the apron through 3 and 4, trying to get around him. Shackett's going to hold the bottom as they come off turn number 4. He is going to have the position, and Justin Shackett will finish position number 5 and advance to next week's All-Star race.
I don't know what it is about position 7, but
You try doing better.
Yeah, he tried the worst of it.
I video game the shit out of it.
Alright, guys.
I think if they wasn't ghosted, I'd have had a better chance, because I'd have been able to get their draft. But with both of them being ghosted and on poor tires, yeah, I didn't have much of a chance there.
Yeah, that's a rough one. So, our top 5 that are going to advance next Tuesday's race is Memory, Sludge, 10 Titan for Life, Lane 03, and Justin Shackett.
Next Tuesday off.
You have next Tuesday off, yeah. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, per last night as well, we're not going to do post-race interviews. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow night. We'll be running the custom qualifiers for the next 2 nights. Anybody on the slider side, if you guys tune in or watch this later back, if you run the slider side of the league but want to participate tomorrow night, that is completely okay. It's for anybody in GC Sports or the community. We're welcoming into these qualifying races. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night.